Hello, everyone. Welcome to the PNA podcast. If you don't know who we are and you didn't listen to our trailer, that is okay because a lot of people didn't. I am Pericles. I am here with my friend.
Yes, I'm here. My name is Austin.
You have a name? Nice.
I do.
I didn't know
I
that.
do.
And we've been friends for how long? Wow, that's amazing. So, if you don't remember from our trailer, which you probably didn't listen to, we're going to kind of take this podcast, or this time today at least in this podcast, to kind of just do a quick rundown of what we're going to be doing with the podcast. And then also, we will just be introducing ourselves to you guys so you kind of know what to expect from us. So, it should be kind of fun.
That was that was honestly very accurate. Like really accurate, I have nothing to add to that, so we dive right into that then.
Okay, yeah. So, do you want to start by maybe talking about so when are we going to put this stuff out? Like stuff like that.
Yes, ideally we'll be putting it out at 7:30 Monday mornings. However, we've changed the upload amount per month and it should be 2, usually every other week rather than every week because I know we have no lives, but we want to retain some of that, of what we don't have.
Right, for sure. We were going to do, like Austin said, every week. It just we've kind of thought about it, and with our lives and kind of somewhat busy schedules, we're every week and coming up with ideas for every week is just for us at least it's a lot. So for us, uh, every other week is more doable, and then we also have time to plan better content to put out to you guys. So
True.
it should be a very much better, well put together podcast that we can give out and give you guys that quality content. So,
We're putting out good content so that you will be content with the content.
yes, very much. Content. That's how it works, right?
That's exactly how it works.
Great. I'm glad we can agree.
All right. That being said, are there any other more announcements we have to make? Hello?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any more announcements that we need to make in case
Um,
we've forgotten
I
something?
really don't think I have anything else to say. I think we could just kind of jump into our introductions, I guess.
Yes. So, Pericles, who are you?
Who am I? Well,
Very interesting theoretical question.
I am a human.
I did not know that.
I think that's a. I am alive. I breathe. That's good. I'm not dead yet. Haven't died.
It's very optimistic.
Probably come very close to that many times, but haven't done it yet. Like no, not like in a bit. Like put. I've done some stupid things in my life. Let's put it that way.
And on that note,
um, I am a normal person. I was homeschooled, as people who may listening to this may or may not know. I'm not telling you where I live. But no, I'm supposed to be a college freshman, but I'm a gap year working, now making a podcast,
yes,
chilling, living life. How about you, Austin?
I am. I'm in a very similar situation myself. I am a gap year student.
Woo!
Yeah, I was also homeschooled, which is has to do with how we've met. Of course, that was a fun time back in whatever grade that was. What grade? Wait,
I would.
that was a while ago.
Sorry.
What grade was that? That was 7th grade?
Yeah, I would just like to address the fact I don't. It's been like we met each other. I want to say like close to 5+ years ago, right?
However long ago 7th grade was.
Right. I think we actually may have met each other before then,
We did.
but we really didn't start talking until like a few years
Yes,
after that. You know what I mean?
that's true.
I think maybe it was 7th grade when we started like we connected as friends, and
Yes.
then
Well, no, actually 7th grade we met, and we were in science class, and then the next year,
Cabot, yeah.
yes, the next year it's like, I'll never see him again. And
Yeah, because we both like disappeared for like
Yes.
2 years.
and then he's actually, he's right there. Not in the same room.
Well,
but
I think we kind of reunited at simulation,
yes, that's true.
and then because you didn't do Greek Roman,
No,
I did, and then your brother was there, so I kind of connected with your brother. Then you came, and then we're like, this guy.
bro. All right, the people are getting bored. I need to finish my story.
Yes, finish your story.
So, there I was, at the corner of Main Street. And no, anyway, I'm also on a gap year, except I am. Well, I'm not a normal. I'm not going to be a normal college student. I'm gonna be a music school student. So I'm in the process of delving within the classicals to become a more classical person.
Nice.
Nice.
And I would just like to say that we are not normal people.
Yeah, you know that.
We like in a good way, not normal. We like feed off of each other, if that makes sense. So I'll say one thing, and you can build off of that, and then I could build off of that, and that's kind of what makes our like friendship like really like close. Like we've always been like for certain things on the same team, doing the same thing, working on the same projects because we're just good at it, and that's why we're doing this now. We've always kind of just been each other's like right-hand man in a sense, and it's going to be very interesting to where this takes us because it could be really bad or it could be really good.
Yeah, we are attempting to use our public speaking skills, of which we have some, to bring to you the most entertaining and interesting of contents.
Yeah, for sure. And I would also like to say, even though we're using our public speaking skills to make this, they might not show 100% of the time. Just know we have public speaking skills
Somewhere.
somewhere. It is really a choice if we want to use them or not.
That is always true. We don't always want to use them,
No,
you know.
for
You gotta
sure.
keep your powers hidden.
Have you ever felt like we are like copying each other in a sense? Just like on what we do in life?
Um,
Like simulation, commanders. We started the same year. We did it again. Gavel Club. President, vice president. Both ran for president. You won, obviously.
okay. Okay, thank you for clarifying. You copied me!
And then gap years. Both gap years. I copied you on that too.
Stop copying me. I'm trying to be I'm a very original student.
I look at you as a role model because you're older than me.
Quiet, boy.
Monkey see, monkey do.
What does the monkey see? Yes.
Right?
Anyway,
Yes.
that is my life story. Pericles, what are you going to go to college for?
I have no clue what like. I have an idea what I want to go to college for. Uh, I'm looking into like this program at Harper College. It all depends if I get into it or not. Obviously, um, also I have to apply to Harper College first.
That's important.
So we'll see whatever path I have to go down. Whatever way I have to take according to God's will, I will. So that's kind of where am at life. I know for sure in the fall I will be going to school. So to all my friends who might be listening to this and you know who you are, and if you gotten this far in the podcast, know that in fall I will be starting school and all the gap year jokes will finally be gone because I will finally feel your pain with paying for books and stuff.
I thought you were gonna
God
go
willing.
back to high school when you said you're gonna go back to school.
I'm going back to high school, people.
It's a very interesting career choice.
That'd be. Couldn't make it anywhere in college. Goes back to high school. Hello, I am here now.
You know, that's important.
Maybe we should kind of just talk about like what we'd look to get out of this podcast because we kind of talked about who we are, and so we should maybe just
Yep.
touch on that.
Yes. This podcast is meant to be a way to stay in touch with friends and kind of keep. How do I put this? We still have friends that have not graduated yet, and given the fact that we are a bit older, we will not be seeing them. So we want to keep in touch with them.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really think of it of a way of staying in touch with our friends, but obviously like some are in college, some are not, or maybe going out of state and stuff. So this is kind of a good way to be like, hello, we want to give you encouragement or give you a laugh in our day because what we're saying makes no sense at times, and that's just who we are. So if we can like find a way to make your day in a sense, that kind of just like that's what we are here for, kind of. So I kind of like that you mentioned that.
Yeah. Especially the fact that college for me has a very good chance of taking me out of
Mhm.
state. So it's a good chance I won't be seeing these people for a large portion of the year.
All right. And also it just depends where you go to college. Like if you're out of state or not. I
Yeah.
know you were thinking
There's a very good chance of that.
I think you were thinking out of state. I don't remember completely, but
Yes, I am
yeah.
thinking out of state.
So it depends where you are. Like I obviously have friends out of state
Yep.
too. So um wherever you are, out of state, in state, no. We are here to make your day or ruin your day. It could be either one. Either way you want to interpret this podcast, we can do it. Just let us know in the comment section.
Well, actually, we don't have a comment section right now. They have currently suspended our comment section because of child-friendly reasons.
If YouTube turns back on our comment section, then yes.
I know. It'll keep me from writing hateful comments in the comment section.
I'm fine with not having a comment section, to be honest. Less hate.
Do we have any, is there anything else we need to say? Because, I mean, kind of dead in the water.
I think we should probably say this, that I know at times this might seem dead and we don't know what we're doing, and that's because we don't, and we're learning. We're trying to see, like, what's good, what's bad, what should we do to make this podcast better. So we're just trying to, like, learn and get a basic understanding what we're doing. So our first couple podcasts might seem kind of like meh,
I agree.
but we promise you, hopefully, that these will get better as we like learn what we're doing. We'll come up with better topics, interesting topics to talk about, make fun of, talk about seriously, crush your hopes and dreams at some point. Hopefully, because that's funny. Um, crushing people's dreams, that's part of our job.
Well, we gotta share the feelings of crushed dreams.
Yes. Our dreams were crushed when we found out that we were going to go on a gap year, so we gotta find a way to share the pain.
Yeah, I don't need to talk about that.
Openly mentions on a gap year, proceeds to rub salt on the wound, be like, no, we're fine, no
You just
talk.
rubbed salt in your own wound.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm going to school in the fall?
Well, yeah. Gonna be an old man when I make it to college. Be getting my doctorate at 60.
I will say, gap year, if you're doing something productive with it, highly recommended. If you're like trying to like figure out what you're trying to do, learning, working, whatever. If you're going to do a gap year, be productive with it. Just don't do nothing. And obviously, we haven't done nothing. We're making a podcast, but definitely, if you feel like you're going to do nothing on a gap year, don't do one because then it will just make you want to slack off even more, and that's actually like the last thing you should do. So it's recommended, but if you feel it's not for you, go straight into school if you know what you're doing. Uh, I don't. I didn't. Still don't know if I do. So that's why I'm doing it. But it's a gap year is definitely like a personality. It can tie into like what your personality is, who you are. If it like suits you, you should do it. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. You have my seal of approval.
Thank you. I've been approved. That's a first.
What else do we have to say? We got something somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Where's that list of subjects that you keep for a rainy day?
Ooh. I would also like to say, if you like this podcast, please like, subscribe, put on notification bell. Please. We would like to kind of spread out a little. If you like us, maybe recommend us to a friend.
Yes.
Have them subscribe. We're doing this for our fun, and we want it to be fun for you guys as well, just to listen to. Like, if you're just chilling in your room, cleaning your room or something, listen to our podcast. If you're, like, doing homework and like to listen to something in the background, podcast. If you're with family and are doing nothing, what should they do, Austin?
Watch a movie.
Podcast.
Oh yeah, that too.
You can watch a movie, or no, you can listen to our podcast about us watching movies.
There's our
Perfect.
our review for Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man is an old movie. I don't watch movies.
I think the last thing you want is us reviewing movies. The least qualified people to review movies, reviewing movies. That would be hilarious.
I found it riveting, filled with flawed characters and classic American humor.
It was a great movie, but I would never watch it again. Next.
Next movie.
Maybe we do something like that. We find like the top movies of the week or whatever, read a review on them, maybe watch one, and then make fun of the rest.
No.
No?
No, of course not.
That'd be funny. No sense of humor from this guy.
Kidding me? I put the humor in. I don't know. The good humor man.
I would also like to address the fact that at times we can be complete opposites. Like Austin can be the more serious one and I'm the more jovial one, and then at times we could just like switch characters. Like I could be more serious and then he could be more jovial, or we're just more jovial or more serious together.
That's true. Someone's gotta be serious. It's a sad world out there, man. We are at an hour, and we probably don't have a proper 30 minutes of stuff to talk about. I can see that talking about ourselves can be summed up in about 5 minutes.
We are. So, before we started recording this actual podcast, we're talking to you about right now, we recorded for about just like a test record. We recorded for about 40 minutes before we started recording this, and we were talking no problem. And then when it comes to actually recording the podcast, we come to a roadblock.
Well, you know, when you want to actually do something serious, you gotta think about it.
True.
You don't have to think about talking.
And welcome to our new segment, Let's Be Quiet for 5 minutes. Take this time to find peace in your soul and heart. Take a deep breath. Breathe in and out.
This is the meditation part of the podcast.
This is our meditation segment with Pericles and Austin.
We want you to find a quiet place to sit. And just sit there.
Now breathe in and out. Continue
in
to
again.
breathe. Take deep breaths for 5 minutes.
Continue to breathe as if you were breathing. Remember, if you stop breathing, you might die, so keep breathing. But be relaxed.
Now wake up!
ruining
Because
My meditation. Alright, that's enough meditation.
we don't need meditation on this podcast because we are humans and we are alive, and I don't know where I'm going with that. So on that note, I say these podcasts, our main goal is to be at around 30 minutes. Around 30 minutes. So if they're like 20, 25, that probably, they'll be anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes, I would want to say. Because
30 minutes is about the average commute time, so we're trying to make sure that we reach that goal.
right. It also depends on what we cut out of the podcast.
There's a lot you're not hearing right now.
Right. So we kind of went on a spiel for 5 minutes. Let's say that. You won't hear that 5 minutes. So we're
No.
obviously picking and choosing our content because it can be dry at times. And also we want to make ourselves sound like we know what we're doing. Like the meditation segment. We might just cut that out.
No, I want the meditation, you know?
You want that? Okay, we'll keep it.
You know, it's dry and you gotta put something funny in there. They're getting bored!
We'll put like clown music in the background. We can figure out how to do like an intro thing at the beginning and end too. I think I could like on YouTube upload music or whatever to add in the beginning end. So we could figure that out at one point in life. If we're creative.
People, it's been a lot of fun talking for this, whatever, hour and 8 minutes to you about a podcast. So we would like to say goodbye for today and apologize for the lack of a real podcast. We are currently having some technical difficulties and are reevaluating our options. So stay tuned and we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, for sure.